Hi everyone, this is UKManicLoomer and I'm back again with one of Dreamin.Out.Loud's fabulous designs. This one is a 7 pin bar wide by 2 pin bar length and it is called The Field of Dreams. Let me just show you her Instagram page, if I just pull that up for you. There you go, she just posted that recently on her Instagram. That's 3 renditions of the design. And I think they look really fabulous. If you aren't following on Instagram, please do so. The details are below in the description box. I've also been playing around with a couple of my own colour combinations today in preparation for this tutorial. Let me see if I can get that zoomed in. There you go. So we've got a pink, yellow and orange design highlighted with the black. We've got a rainbow design that goes from the outside inwards. We've got the same rainbow design, but we've put the dark colours in the middle and then we've gone out to the lighter ones. And I really like this one. It reminds me of flames coming up on the side. That's just gone out of focus. Let's pop that back in if we can. No, I think it's going to be silly. Okay, right, moving on. And then of course we couldn't have Field of Dreams without having a green rendition. See if it will pop it back into focus for me. Been very temperamental today, so I am sorry. That's the best we're going to get done. So as you can see, it's a lovely design, and if I just hold up all of them, you can play around with so many colour themes. There you go. So without further ado, we'll get on with our looming. Right, to start our looming we need to get the configuration. So this is a 7 pin bar by 2 pin bar in length and it is an arrow formation. So we are going to go from the first pin, first peg, and we're going to go diagonally down half, diagonally down half, diagonally down half. Then we're going to do the same on the other side. We're going to go diagonally up half, diagonally up half and diagonally up half there. Okay, so if you want to pause it here and get your looms ready, then that's okay. Next you'll need to get your colours ready, and this time I'm going with a dream theme. So I will be using metallic white, metallic gold, metallic blue and metallic, oh sorry, that's not metallic, that's glitter gold there. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off with our border, and if I just bring you up one of these bands here so we can get you an idea where we are. So we're going to start off with the front border here where the black is, and then we're going to move straight on into the orange border there. Okay, so we're going to go from the centre peg and we're going to go diagonally up to the left 3 times, like so. And then we're going to go diagonally to the right 3 times, like that. And that's where we're going to stop for now. Next, we're going to go and do zigzags. And I'm going to do that in a gold. So we're going to start with the first pin on the first pin bar, and we're going to go diagonally to the right one and diagonally from that one diagonally back and then diagonally back out again and diagonally back in again. It's a pretty simple stitch there. So if I just bring it up for you, so we're going to go from that first pin bar to the third pin and we're going to bring it across and we're going to pop it on the peg diagonally opposite from it, just like that. Now you're going to go all the way up your loom until the 4th pin here. So you might want to pop a band on there so you know where you're going to stop with your metallic gold or whatever colour you'll be using. So you'll be going from there to there and you will stop. Let me just start on the opposite side for you. So again, we're going to do 7th pin bar diagonally up to the left. Then we're going to take from that pin, we're going to go diagonally right from that one we're going to go diagonally left, and then once more we're going to go from that end, we're going to go diagonally right. I'm going to leave you there. I'm going to go all the way up to my loom and then I'll be back for the next part. Alright then, so that's my golden zigzags up until the 4th pin bar from the end. Next we're going to go back to the outer border, so we will be doing this black bit here, and I'll be doing that in the metallic white where I started at the beginning here. And it's going to be a simple step of straight down, like so, and we're going to go all the way to the last gold. So I'm going to stay on camera because it won't take long to do this, and then we're going to bring you in and create the opposite triangle of the border. So like so. So we got up to the last peg there. I hope you can see that all right. Let's see if I can just angle it down a little bit more. I think that's going to have to do. Okay, so then we're going to go from the 4th pin from the end, and then we're going to start going diagonally in to the right until we hit that centre pin there. And then we're going to do the exact same thing on this side, so I'm going to quickly put that on at the same time you do. I always like to try and race whoever's doing the tutorial and stays on filming to see if I can get down to the end at the same time as they can. Sometimes I can do it and sometimes I can't. But it does keep me amused while I'm looming. So, right. Nearly there. Okay, so we got down to that 4th pin from the end. See if I can get that in a bit more. And then we're going to go diagonally left 3 times until we hit that point, like so. All right, and now we've closed up our bands. Now we're going to go back to the beginning, and we're going to do another straight line on the ends of this zigzag, so on the 2nd pin bar and the 6th pin bar, and we're going to go all the way to the end. I'm going to use white again for this to break up the colours, so I won't keep you on this time. I will come off and I'll be back in a mo. Okay, so that's my straights done. Next we're going to go and do long diagonals, and we're going to start on the 3rd pin bar, 1st pin, and we're going to stretch it to the left diagonally onto the 2nd pin bar, 2nd pin, and then we're going to go up on the 3rd pin bar, 2nd pin, and we're going to keep doing that all the way to the end. So a nice long stretch diagonally up to the left, like so. That one feels a little flimsy, I won't put that one on. There you go. And then we're going to do the same on this side here. We're going to go on the 5th pin bar, and we're going to stretch it diagonally right to the 6th pin bar, 2nd peg. And then we're going to go up on the 5th pin bar, 2nd peg, and we're going to do long stretch diagonally to the right. long stretch diagonally up to the right, and long stretch diagonally to the right. All right. When we get down to the end, if I can see, bring that into focus for you, there will be that one there, which will be your second peg from the end of the design, will be your last long stretch. On the last peg here, you want to do a little stretch joining. Okay, I'll show you when I get that down that far. I'm going to go off camera again and do that all the way to the end, and I'll meet you back once I'm finished. Alright then, so I have done my blue long stretches diagonally, and if I just bring that back onto the camera and focus it in a bit more for you. There you go. So we've got this little stretch here that needs to be filled up. So we're just going to pop the band and just go small stretch diagonally to the left. And on the same on the opposite side, we're going to do small stretch diagonally to the right. And then that finishes this row here. Then we're going to go back to the beginning and we're going to do yet another set of rows. And we're going to do it on our 3rd pin bar and our 5th pin bar. And we're going to go all the way to the end. I'm going to use white again. And we're going to go all the way down. I won't jump off here, I'll stay on with you. Next we'll be putting on our arrows down the centre, so I'll show you that in a moment. Right, next row. I'm sorry if you've beaten me. I can't loom as fast as I would actually like to due to some pretty intense operations I had when I was younger. So my wrists don't work as well as they could do. That's a naff one. Right, okay. Let's keep going. Nearly there. Feel like I should have some music playing. Mission Impossible, perhaps. Right, we're down at the end. Next we're going to go and do those arrows. Where are you? There you go, back into the frame with you. And I'm going to do gold again for the arrows. So we're going to go on the 3rd pin bar and we're going to go diagonally to the right, small diagonal. Just lift that gold a bit over. Then we're going to go on the 5th pin bar and we're going to go diagonally to the left. So we're going to land on that centre pin as well. Then we're just going to go back to the 3rd pin bar, 2nd pin, and we're going to bring it diagonally to the right. And then we're going to go on the 5th pin bar, 2nd pin, diagonally to the centre to the left. Then we're going to go on the 3rd pin bar, 3rd pin diagonally to the right, and then the 5th pin bar, 3rd pin diagonally to the left. And we're going to carry that all the way down the end. So again, I'm just going to stay on camera for this one. After we've done this arrow, we're going to do another straight line down the middle. And you'll want a line that's going to contrast or highlight the colour you're putting down for your arrows. For this one I'm going to do a metallic white again, and then we're going to do a cap band, and I'm going to do that in glitter gold, and I'm hoping that'll just bring out a kind of dreamy look. Nearly there. I will jump off the frame in a moment. Once I get you started on the next part. As I've got a little whimpering going on behind the door, and I think my dog needs my attention. I swear that dog can't live without me sometimes. Right, okay, so now we've done our triangles all the way to the end. What we're going to do is we're going to, like I said, going to go on to that centre pin, and we are going to go all the way up. Now, like so. Yeah, that's what I thought. I hate flimsy bands. Right, put those aside. That is a sweet white. So we'll go back to metallic whites. There you go. Not having much luck on this band. Everything seems to be going wrong. Right, okay. So you're going to do that all the way to the end. And then you are going to cap every single one of these middle pegs except for the first one, okay? So go all the way down in length and then cap every single one except the first one, and I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so I'm back. I've done my single chain going all the way up, and I have capped every single band. I've done a white triple cap for the border, and then I've done a gold glitter triple cap all the way. I didn't do the very first peg here, and I've already turned my loom around to start looming. So what we're going to do is we're going to go behind that triple cap band. We are going to grab the band that goes forward, not that one. Just pop that back in and give it a swirl, and then try again. No, oh, it's going to be like that. Right, let's just take that cap band off and pop it back on. It's got wrapped around the cap band. Right, okay. Take two as it is. Right, that's it. Move it forward. Then we're going to go behind that cap band. We're going to grab the white and we're going to move it forward. Then we're going to go behind that cap band, grab the white and move it forwards. We're going to do that all the way up the chain, and once I'm done I will be back. So that's my single chain in the centre done all the way to the end. Next we're going to go into that centre bar again. We're going to go into the second pin, go into that cap band, and we're going to grab that top diagonal line. So if you've done it the same way as I've done it, it should be the one going off to your left now. We're going to pull that out and we're going to bring it down diagonally, like so. So we don't bring it back on ourselves, we're going to bring it downwards. Then we're going to go back into that cap band, we're going to grab the other side of that and we're going to bring it downwards. So if I just show you there. And then we're going to go into this one here. We're going to grab, let's have another go at this, shall we? Right. We're going to grab that left side and we're going to bring it downwards. And then we're going to grab the right side and we're going to bring that diagonally downwards. Okay, so I'll do it one more time for you. So we're going to go into that cap band, we're going to lift it up, and instead of going back on itself, we're going to go diagonally downwards. And then we're going to go back into this right side, pull it up, and go diagonally down to the right. Okay, Nice and easy. I'm going to go all the way to the end and I'll meet you back in a moment. Next, after our diagonals or arrows in the middle, we are going to do the 2 straight lines going upwards. So in my case, they're the 2 white lines. So we're just going to go into that band there, pull it forward, go back in, grab the next one, pull it forwards, grab the next one and pull it forwards. And the same on this pin here. So we're going to do the 3rd and the 5th pin. We're going to grab that top band there. We're going to bring it forwards. We're going to grab that band, we're going to bring it forwards, and we're going to grab that band and bring it forwards. Nice and simple. You want to do that all the way to the end and make sure you've pushed the bands down a little bit so we've got some room for the next sequence. Be back in a mo. Right, okay, so that is my 2 lines all the way to the end. Next we're going to tackle these long diagonals, alright? So you'll find that you've got that small diagonal first and it's going into the 3rd pin bar, 2nd pin. So we're going to go in and grab the top of that one. And we are just going to bring it back on itself because it's a small stretch. Then we're going to go into 3rd bar, 3rd pin. We're going to grab the top of that one there. And we are going to just bring it a short diagonal to the left. So we're not going to bring it back on itself, just the little jump to the peg on the left hand side. Then we're going to go into the 3rd pin bar and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to grab the end of that, and again we're going to go diagonally, but only a short diagonal there. Okay, do it one more time on this side for you. So we're going to go into the 3rd pin bar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pins up, and we're going to just drop it diagonally on to the pin to the left. Then we're going to go back into the right side. We're going to go into the 5th pin bar, 2nd pin, and we're going to grab that and we're going to do that short back on itself. Make sure you go behind all those bands like so. Then we're going to go into the 5th pin bar and we're going to go to the 3rd, and we're going to go into the pin bands and we're going to grab that blue and we're going to bring it diagonally to the right, but it's directly diagonally to the right, like so. Then we're going to go into the next bar up, or next pin up, should I say. We're going to grab it and we're going to go to diagonally to the right, directly to the right, like so. So it's not going back on itself. Okay, so I hope you got that. I'm going to go all the way to the end. You will find out at the end there is a diagonal stretch here that if you followed the instructions and brought it back on itself, it would finish here. I would be inclined therefore to just grab this one and bring it back completely to itself. Alright, so anyway, I'm going to go up to the end and meet you back in a minute. Alright, well, I'm going to start this bit off with a quick apology. I just said on this long one here I would bring it back on itself. Now I've got to it, I think you just do it the exact same as all the others and just bring it diagonally down one, and I think that's absolutely fine where it's sitting. So I'll just show you here. So I'm going to go into, hoping you can see that, I'm going to go into the top of that blue band. We're going to bring it down and you're just going to bring it down onto the border band there, and it should be absolutely fine like that. Alright, so I do apologise. Right, next bit, we are going to go into the cap band and we are going to start doing that front part of the border. So we're going to grab the left band, which should be on top. We are going to bring it to the left twice, and then we're going to stop there. Then we're going to go back into that cap band and we are going to go right twice and then stop. like so. Okay, and then we're just going to do another line all the way to the end. So nothing different about this line at all. So we're going to go in and grab that white and bring it forward. There's quite a lot of bands on that one, so it might feel a little bit stiff, so be careful you don't overstretch the band. And we're going to bring it forward again, and we're going to bring it forward again, and we're just going to do it all the way to the end. And again on this side, we're going to go into that pin, and we're going to go forward, and then we're going to go forward again, and so forth. Okay, so that is your second pin bar and your sixth pin bar all the way down the end. Once you've done that, we will move on to the outside borders and we will be done. So I'll be back in a moment. Alright, so that's our straight lines done on our second and our sixth pin bar. Now we're going to just finish the band off. So we're going to go into that second pin bar, first pin, and we're going to grab the white like so and bring it forward onto itself. Then we're just going to take that first top band there, which should be your main borderline, which is my white here, and bring it forward just once. Then we're going to go back into the first pin on the first pin bar, and we're going to grab that zigzag and we're going to take it to the right. Then we're going to go into that pin and we're going to take it, grab that other zigzag, and we're going to take it back to the left so it meets the border band. And we're going to repeat that pattern all the way up to the end. So we're going to grab that first band, which is your white border, if I can get hold of it, and we're going to bring that forward like so. Then we're going to go back into that one and grab that top band and bring it out to the right. Then we're going to go into the one and grab the other zigzag and bring it back to your left. Then we're going to go into that band. We're going to go and grab that top band, which should be your white, and bring it forwards. Then we're going to go into that peg again, and we're going to grab the zigzag and take it back to itself onto the right. Then we're going to go down and grab that zigzag and bring it to the left. Okay, so we're going to keep doing that all the way to the end. I'm just going to do a couple more with you on this side. So we're going to go into the sixth pin bar and we're going to grab that last bit of border and bring it back on itself like so, and then we're going to start the sequence on this side. So we're going to take that top border band, which is my white, bring it forwards, go back into that pin you've just taken the white from, grab it, take it to the left, go into that pin, grab it and take it to the right. Then we go forward again, so we're going to grab this one, grab the white band, okay, see where that white band's gone. Okay, just give it a bit of a swirl. It's disappeared somewhere. Sometimes when you lay them they just overlap each other. I'll pop that gold back on. Okay, right, there you go. So that goes forward. Then we're going to grab the zig part and go to the left, and then we're going to go get the zag parts and we're going to go to the right. Okay, if you need a little bit more help with that, please do rewind this and have another look at it. What we're going to do is we're going to take this all the way to the end, and then I will come back and close off with you. Okay, be right back. Alright then, so I've done my sequence all the way up to the triangle bit at the end, so just hold it for you. And I just fancied finishing this off with you. So I'm just going to go into that first pin bar, last pin, and I'm just going to take the bands back to themselves all the way to that triangle end, like so. And then I'm going to go into that seventh pin bar, and I'm going to go and bring it back on itself like so. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a quick look down the loom to see if there is anything loose and dangling. There isn't, which is brilliant. So I'm just going to turn this around again, and I'm going to get a band to secure this. I'm going to use 2 white metallics and a C-clip. Just get my C-clip bag out. Fiddly little things, aren't they? Right. Okay, so I'm going to pop my hook through all the bands on that closing link. I'm going to grab my 2 bands and I'm going to bring them all the way through. Then I just hook them back onto my finger. I just turn the hook around. Doing it so gracefully tonight. Right. And then I'm just going to clip my C-clip in, like so. It's time to take it off the loom. I'm really excited. While I do this, I'd like to remind anyone that is going to do a rendition of Dreamin.Out.Loud's design Field of Dream. If you could please possibly hashtag both me and Dreamin.Out.Loud. Details are below in the description box, because we really love seeing everyone's rendition of this design. Okay, just had a heart attack there. I thought I'd dropped a stitch somewhere because it looked really loose, but it's okay. See, that looks quite loose there. I just think it needs a bit of a pull. Right. There's nothing worse than getting through an elaborate design only to find out that you've missed a stitch somewhere. I had one earlier today where I was trying to do one of these renditions, and my daughter had walked in from school and said hello, which is nice. But unfortunately that just moment of distraction and I forgot to do one of the straight up lines, and I only noticed as I was taking off the loom, which is, you know, it's a little annoying, but distractions happen and you just undo it all and redo it again. I don't mind doing that. Right, nearly there. It's looking good so far. I think if you're very careful you could just pull this design off, to be honest, but I'd rather hook it off and be completely sure. Nearly there. Just turn this around a little bit so I can reach it without overstretching. I'm liking it so far. This was a complete stab in the dark, last minute change of colours, so I was going to do another rendition with the greens, but I realised I'm actually out of one of the greens, or at least I didn't have enough to finish it. So we went to the silicones instead. Okay, so let me just zoom that in, autofocus. There you go, this is what it looks like with all the twisty bands on at the moment. I think that's very pretty. I was hoping to see a bit more of the glittery gold in the centre, so perhaps if I did a straight line as well as the cap band in the glittery gold, that would just have brought it out a little bit better. But I'm very happy with it, so there you go. I will go off camera and untwist all of these. I won't make you wait for all of that. And again, I would love to see all your renditions, and so we're Dreaming Out Loud. So please do hashtag us. Again, details in the description bottom below. And see you next time. Bye.